Hey everyone, it's Adam, and in this review, we're going to be reviewing an oldie but goodie, and that is the Plantronics Voyager Focus. This came out a while ago, and the reason why I'm actually reviewing these headsets that have been around for a while is number one, the companies that make them, like Plantronics and Jabra and all these other companies, Sennheiser, etc., are slow to update products that are really good that they haven't been able to duplicate. And second, they're going on sale left and right. Now, I've been curious to see if they could withstand today's technologies, given that they're older compared to newer phones coming out, newer Bluetooth connectivity, etc., to see if they're still worth it, even though they're on sale, and even though, actually, especially since they're on sale, and even though they're older headsets. So let's get into the review. Now, number one pro for me with this headset, right out the bat, is the sound quality. The music quality is highly impressive. The bass, the clarity, everything. And I'm actually kind of shocked because most of these headsets like this have terrible music quality. They may have good microphone quality, but they're just not overall good for that purpose. Second thing right off the bat, I'll say with this headset is the comfortability and design. Now, the reason why I bring up this before these two things, before I even bring up the microphone quality, which we'll get to with a sound test, is because I've been able to wear these with my glasses on and also wear these with my glasses off. It didn't matter. And I just didn't really get ear fatigue. All right, I know I went a little too long with that, but it's just really nitpicking here because don't think that it's going to be the best headset for you, even that it is on sale. Because my biggest gripe is really the firmware of the headset and just the microphone quality, which unfortunately should be the number one thing. All right, testing the Plantronics Voyager Focus headset, test 1 2, test 1 2. I have it with ANC on right now. Now I turned ANC off just to see if it affected the microphone quality when we listen back. I did notice with ANC on, it was quieter and the side tone was just not as pronounced. Obviously, when it's off, you could hear your voice better and there's more clarity, but you're working with a lot of microphones, so that's expected. So now we're testing the Plantronics Voyager Focus. And when I looked at the decibel meter reading, it said it was, and I'm talking at a normal volume, nothing loud or anything, it said it was at anywhere in the mid 80s, maybe to the 90s. It's not really too loud in here, but it is a coffee shop, so there's people talking, conversating, espresso machine going off, things like that. So hopefully it does sound good and it's good enough for the test. One thing before I forget, when I got back to getting some work done after recording this video, I noticed that the side tone is at a volume of high when you're making calls on your computer via Skype, Hangouts, things like that. But on your phone, obviously, you can make those adjustments too. So in a sense, in my way of saying, dear Plantronics and dear Poly, if you guys can update these headsets and get some new ones coming out, I think you guys would be doing a lot better than trying to make the most advanced headsets you can make for businesses that can afford to buy those type of headsets in bulk. Because yes, you guys are coming out with newer products, but we need more products that are actually going to fit people who just work from home and just want something good to cancel out noise, whether they're in a coffee shop or working at home. All right, so besides all of that I just mentioned about this headset, though I think it's worthwhile, not for the retail price. It's too outdated. It could use some firmware updates, and the microphone, if they could just even fix side tone, the sound quality of that, but most importantly, if they could just make it to where it blocks out as much noise as some of the competitors like the Jabra Evolve 75 or even the Jabra Evolve 65. That headset till this day is the most impressive Bluetooth headset I've ever used. Obviously, if you get a headset that's wired into your computer, that's always going to be better than Bluetooth connectivity right now, especially with microphone quality. It's just the way it is. But besides that, when it comes to Bluetooth headsets, even the Jabra Evolve 65 does a better job than this. And this is a more expensive headset than that with more features. So for me, it would only be worthwhile if it was about half the cost, especially at this point, instead of that $300 plus range. If it was, maybe 180, 200, something like that, I think it would be more beneficial to consumers. All right, so to wrap up the review, let's be real here. The top three things that matter most, in my opinion, to consumers when it comes to headsets like this is number one, the microphone quality, number two, the comfort, and number three, the sound quality of the speakers, not so much on mono, because I mean, you can't really listen to music the same with a mono headset, but with stereo headsets like this, definitely the speakers. So if companies can just focus on microphone quality, comfort, and the stereo speakers, whatever order, those things kind of all matter equally in my opinion, then I think they would sell a lot more of these types of headsets. ANC is nice, functionality and all the bells and whistles on the headset is nice, but think about it. Most people are going to be using these headsets for long durations of use and want to be able to perform and function with a headset like this all day long as their only headset they use. For me, I wish I didn't have to test so many headsets, and I wish we can get a hybrid sort of, because I would love to see what Sony and Bose can come up with if they were to innovate products like this. I think if they got into this, type of technology and were focused on making products like this, they'd be killing it. Because for me, if they can make some of the best top tier headphones without even focusing on calls, with having boom mics like this and things like that on their headsets, then it would be exciting to see what they get into. But only time will tell if that's ever going to happen. Okay, you heard enough from me. This is more than good enough for the review. Thank you for watching this. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.